It just keeps repeating for infinity. It also repeats to negative infinity, goes in both directions.
These are like those sound waves we were discussing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now I'm just going to try my best to draw the curve. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, see right there? I just did a wave. It's not working out great.
By the way, this is going to be one of those things you can take to college with you if you so wish. And there are extra copies in case you ever want to redo this, but by the end of this chapter, you'll have all 6 graphs looking like this. What do I mean by all 6?
Okay. Can you all look up for just like 1 minute? I want you to take your marker. What? Yeah. I want you to take your marker and at this peak, at 2 pi, draw a dotted line. And do the same thing at 0. This is the part that's being repeated over and over again. This is one chunk, or in other words, it's one period. So on the bottom, you see where those labels are? For a period, you can do from 0 to 2 pi. Now, people usually write this not with a dashed line, but as parentheses, as 0 to 2 pi. That is how you're going to see me writing it. Now, when you're looking at your graph, do you see how I did this like little arrow here? It's because it does go on for infinity, and since I just ran out of room, I drew an arrow to show that's continuous. I'm going to do the same thing on this side.
But does that imply, that arrow that you just drew, does that imply that it's going down for forever? No. Just continuing the
Yeah.
pattern, yeah.
Anyone know where I would be at negative pi over 6? Yep. It's still a mirror image, but now you actually have the y-intercept, the y to be the asymptote. And that's how I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do that arrow, since it turned out that way. Just to show that it is continuous. Do all of you have like the line filled in? Like connected the dots and all that? Okay.
Be polite now.
Okay, now we're going to fill out this bottom part. We'll do amplitude in a minute, but do you guys remember what domain and range are? Yeah. You want to tell me the domain?
Okay.
No,
do you not
the
know what that
domain
means? You're
of
just
this
saying
graph.
X, but you don't know what it actually means?
Nope.
So, domain means all possible X values.
All real numbers.
All real numbers. I have
Yes.
Wait,
That was the answer for everything.
Oh, okay, so they're just saying things, they don't know what they're
Okay.
saying. No.
So, if
Why
you,
is it all real numbers, Lily?
Because it goes on forever.
Which
yes.
way?
Oh. So
What
it's
do you
like
mean both?
negative infinity.
Yeah.
Are you talking about left and right or
Yes,
up and down?
Michaela, you are right. It's negative infinity to positive infinity.
That's, so the domain, you would say, it's negative, yeah, that's right.
That's just always learned in algebra too, was all real numbers.
Yeah, we just always wrote all real numbers.
We didn't learn well. Maybe we did.
Well, didn't we like a month ago start using infinities?
That was a
So,
long time ago.
now the range is a bit easier, it's the y, but the y isn't continuous, it doesn't go on for forever. So, what's my range? Since it doesn't go on to infinity.
Positive 1 and negative.
Yeah,
Make sure that those are brackets.
Yeah.
Because it does touch.
it includes it.
In fact, we probably should make brackets around the period too. I think I made a mistake
Probably.
there, but we should keep the parentheses where negative infinity, infinity.
I'll change that. Nope. Because it includes 0 and it includes 2 pi, so that's why I just changed those.
Remember, the brackets means includes it, and parentheses means did not include it. We were doing less than or equal to.
That's why it was a closed dot when we were doing those. It was
Yes.
like there was an invisible line being drawn through it. That's why it was closed.
Okay.
Okay, now amplitude. This is a fancy word that means something pretty simple. So in the homework, in a bit, we're going to be stretching this up and down. So the amplitude is this distance, or this distance. So it can be, you can measure it either above or below, but it's the same. The distance is 1, which is why our amplitude is 1.